When you're buying a guitar, there's a few things to look for prior to purchase. One of them would be to look down the length of the neck on one side, and you want to put your eye from the back of the bridge, from the side of the bridge, I should say, down the entire length of the neck to the nut, and have a look at the arch in the neck. Then go to the other side of the neck and do the same look. Make sure that the neck is curved exactly the same. Often what you will find in some brands of guitars is that the curvature is not the same, and so when you go to set it for your own preference of playability, one string or another will buzz because the neck is not installed properly. So please keep that in mind. There's another thing you want to check out, and that is the nut right at the bottom here. This is the nut. And when you go to tune your guitar, you turn your keys, of course, and the string should float freely between the front and the back of the nut. If it does not, your string will bind. And if your string binds, there's no way it is going to stay in tune. As soon as you bend or start playing, it is going to stretch through there. So you want to keep that in mind, and ask any guitar store that is selling the equipment, and they will tell you if it needs modification. Sometimes right from the factory they do need to be worked on. Another thing to look at is, I don't know if you can help me, Bert, right here at the back of the bridge. When you look at the back of the bridge, you want to look behind, right in this area, straight across. And you want to make sure back of the bridge, right behind the bridge, it is absolutely flat. Otherwise, that means the bracing may be letting go already. Maybe the guitar has been in the shop too long. Maybe the humidity is not set correct. We'll get to the humidity point of the series in a second. So there's 3 or 4 things to look at immediately. Play the guitar. If it feels hard to play, if the strings are set too high, ask the store owner or the person taking care of the repairs if it can be modified to your characteristic. They should be able to do that in store for you. And there's a couple other things. You can ask them if it's got a plastic nut and saddle. This is your saddle in here, right back here. Ask them if that is plastic, if it is tusk, if it is bone. Bone is better. Plastic is not so cool. But there's many guitars that do have it, and then if you like your guitar, you can get it modified later on. Same with your bridge pins back here. Some are plastic, some are tusk, some are bone. The more expensive guitars will definitely have bone or ebony. We should talk about that maybe in a later program. So there you are for a few fine points. You want to also check out at the back of the guitar, when you turn it over, make sure it is securely fastened in here with no blemish on the finish. If there's any blemishes at all, it means that it has been handled roughly, it has been shipped in cold weather, or it's not glued properly. And that will create a fatigue factor and will give you problems later down the road. Until next time, Jacob, Tamara, myself, and my wife Debbie, we'd like to thank you very much, and hope to see you soon.